2008年7月15日，美国奥兰多警方接到凯西母亲辛迪的3通报警电话，称外孙女失踪了。警方觉得丢失女儿的母亲凯西非常值得怀疑，在调查的过程中，这位母亲谎话连篇，她的工作、收入、行踪全都是捏造的，举动十分令人难以理解。她口口声声称自己在寻找女儿的下落，但其实她搬到了男友的住处，在夜总会尽情寻欢作乐，甚至还给自己纹了新纹身，美好生活。书接上回，让我们一起走进今天的案件。莫看界面平如镜，愿万事对万丈深。欢迎来到解密日记，我是超人。凯西被警方逮捕之后，至始至终对女儿可莉的情况拒不交代。但在可莉失踪前1个月，凯西在给朋友发的短信中，把女儿称为整天流鼻涕的讨厌鬼。案件没法推进，找到可莉成为案情进展的关键。考虑这一案件影响实在是太大了，警方出动了大批的警力，配合搜救犬，民间也组建了几百人的搜救队。大家协同进行了地毯式的搜索，可要找到一个生死未知的3岁孩子，简直难如登天。对可莉的搜寻从奥兰多扩大到了全美的范围，但还是一无所获。直到2008年的12月11日，可莉失踪的半年之后，一个市政部门的抄表员克朗克向警方报告了一个重要的线索。在距离凯西父母家仅有400米的树林里，发现了一个灰色的包，里面还有头盖骨。警方和法医赶到现场后，发现尸体先被装在了一个黑色的垃圾袋里，接着又和一条小毯子一起被装在了一个白色的帆布袋子里。头盖骨上残留的头发和一些肌肉纤维，并粘着一圈防水胶带，刚好在嘴和鼻子的位置。由于树林附近有许多的野生动物，使得尸骨从包里掉了出来，散落在森林的四周。警方花了4天的时间才搜集完尸骸。法医很快就得以确认，遗骸正是已经失踪半年的可莉。如果可莉是病死或者是意外死亡的话，凶手没有理由给一具尸体的嘴和鼻子上缠上胶带。法医判断这是一起他杀。警方搜查了凯西父母的家后，认为家里就是第一现场。那个装有尸体的帆布袋是一个脏衣篮，在凯西家还有2个一模一样的，和可莉尸体放在一起的小毯子，也是可莉平时在床上使用的。遗憾的是，可莉被发现时已经是失踪的半年之后了。奥兰多常年气温保持在22度左右，雨水比较充沛，这些外部条件都导致尸体的加速分解。警方发现时已经白骨化，没法判断死因，没法从尸体入手寻找关于凶手的蛛丝马迹。这真是一个令人沮丧的消息。此时，抄表员克朗克站出来告诉民众，其实他早在8月11号时就报了警，发现了疑似可莉的尸体。
How can I help you, sir?
I'm a meter reader with Orange County, and I had the route today that included the Anthony's home. Okay, and I went down to the school and came back, and when I was coming back, I stopped between the 2 swamp areas there. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about or not.
No, but go ahead.
But there's a stretch of road there that goes from like where the start of their road is down to a school, and in between it on the other side there's a swamp. And if you're heading back out towards the main road on the left-hand side, in an area, I noticed something that looked white, and there was like a gray bag down in there. I don't know what it is. I'm not telling you it's alien or anything of that nature. And there's like a big swamp area there.
因为报警时克朗克已经离开了，前去的警员并没有发现什么异常。警员联系了克朗克，希望他下一次再去的时候能够等一会儿，陪同警员一起查看。8月13日，当克朗克再次去到那儿，第2次拨通了报警电话。这次一位警员赶到了现场后，发现克朗克所说的位置因为下雨的关系非常的泥泞，拒绝前往查看。就这样错过了最佳的时机。直到2008年的12月11日，可莉失踪已经半年后，克朗克发现可莉还没有找到，第3次给警方打去了电话。这次警察在树林里仔细的搜查，终于找到了他说的包和尸骸。但这一延误就是4个月，可莉已变成一堆白骨，遗体中可能存在的线索也荡然无存。 可莉的遗骨被找到，警方梳理证据，对凯西提起诉讼。在警方看来，可莉的尸骸距离凯西家直线距离只有不到400米，抛尸的物品中，洗衣袋、毯子都来自他的家里。结合可莉失踪后，凯西纸醉金迷，拒不配合调查，为警方提供虚假信息等一系列反常的举动，似乎都在印证着凯西就是伤害自己女儿的凶手。只是整起案件没有发现凶器，不知道案发地在哪儿，也没有目击证人。警方往凶案方向调查，已经是可莉失踪的3个月后了。在这种局面下，想要给凯西定罪，简直难上加难。仅有的物证，案发前凯西开走的车成了警方调查的关键。那么在车内，警方发现了什么呢？在凯西母亲辛迪最初报案时就称，在车内有难闻类似尸体腐败的味道。鉴定人员在车后备箱的地毯上取了一块面料去化验，虽然没有检验出血液和有效的 DNA， 但专家成功在地毯上检测出了尸体分解时的脂肪酸，俗称尸蜡。在车内后备箱内还放着2袋垃圾，警方怀疑这是凯西为了掩盖尸体腐烂的臭味特意放进去的。毕竟谁会把垃圾放到后备箱直到发售呢？在细致的勘查下，鉴定人员在后备箱里又发现了一些棕色的头发，在其中一根23厘米长的头发上观察到了腐败的残留物质，并且普通掉落的头发并不会出现腐败的现象，除非是从一具已经腐败的尸体上掉落下来的。所以，是不是可莉的尸体曾被放在了凯西的车里，造成了头发掉落呢？但受限于 DNA 鉴定技术，只能够确认头发属于凯西一家的女性，包含辛迪、凯西和可莉，无法100%确定就是可莉的头发。专家还在后备箱里化验出了氯仿，这个氯仿就是3氯甲烷，在工业、印染、医药行业都有广泛的使用，其中在医学领域是一种很重要的麻醉剂。车内能够检测出它，警方怀疑凯西就是用氯仿伤害了自己的女儿。最后，在发现可莉时，她的尸骨口鼻处被防水胶带缠了3圈。警方也在凯西家的煤气罐上找到了这个胶带，这种品牌叫汉高的胶带市面上并不常见。结合以上种种证据，警方还原了案件的基本经过。凯西是有预谋伤害自己的女儿。他在6月16日下午为可莉吃了氯仿，导致可莉陷入昏迷，随后用胶带缠住了可莉的嘴和鼻子，把她在睡梦中捂死。接着，凯西把女儿装进垃圾袋，裹着小毯子，一起装进了洗衣袋，放到汽车的后备箱。随后，他开着车找到男友约会。因为奥兰多炎热的天气，很快可莉开始发臭了。凯西把装尸体的洗衣袋抛弃在家附近的树林。2011年的5月，可莉死亡的案件开庭，凯西作为被告出现在了法庭上。他聘请了一位能力极强的律师何塞为其辩护。检控双方激烈的交锋，庭审结果令凯西一家外的所有人愤慨不已。法庭上，检察官花了很大的力气证明凯西是个人渣、坏母亲，并串联起车内发现的氯仿、尸蜡、毛发腐败等线索，力求将凯西绳之以法。但在法庭上，律师何塞能力极为突出，他分别面对化验人员、鉴识人员，机敏地找出他们证据下的破绽。案子看似合理，实际确实存在许多的疑点。
You mentioned in your report that these are fatty acids that are like adipocere.
Yes.
Okay. You don't say adipocere, you say like adipocere. And you could find also these items in a hamburger.
First of all, the hamburger would have to be completely raw. You'd have to have a huge percentage of fat in it.
You could also find this in chicken.
I do not know if that's true or not.
Okay. And is that because you are, again, not a chemist?
No, I haven't looked at the fat on chicken before.
Okay. You have never studied whether you could find this in chicken or hamburgers or any other meat products because, of course, you've never studied that. These chemicals, can you find them also in meat products?
I do not know the answer to that.
And that's because, of course, that's not an area of your expertise.
Well, I believe, personally, I would think that, yes, in mammals, that would be true.
Okay. Are you aware of some of the criticisms that were issued in this report as it relates to microscopic hair analysis?
I am.
And what exactly are those?
It really was the limitation of the discipline as opposed to a criticism of the discipline. It indicated that identification couldn't be done without DNA analysis, which I would agree with because hair exams are not unique to an individual.
And even at the end of the day, you still can't say that hair came from a dead body.
That's correct. It has characteristics that are consistent with that, but I can't say absolutely.
Thank you, ma'am.
何塞成功找到了各领域专家语言上、逻辑思维上的漏洞，检方所提供的证据都不能确凿地证明凯西有罪。李昌钰博士作为美国著名的刑事鉴识专家，也参与到了案件物证方面的调查，给出了相同的结论。
What kind of odor?
Like a decomposition, typical decomposition odor.
When you say typical, what do you mean?
Like a garbage dump.
So garbage, not human decomposition.
Well, it's scientifically really no way you can say one way or other because your nose olfactory ability can tell that's human decomposition or animal decomposition. Anything decomposed have that odor.
Prosecution said that one hair that was found in the trunk in the original search appeared to had postmortem banding. Generally, when we see postmortem banding, it occurs while the hair is still attached to the head of somebody who is decomposing.
Right. We did some research before. We just plug some hair, then put in a water solution, put in a room temperature. We observe postmortem banding.
Do you think it's unusual that there was just one hair?
Usually, if a decomposed body in the trunk, we should find quite a few hairs. A single hair with post-mortem banding. Forensically, the significance is very minor.
So it doesn't tell you one way or the other.
But scientifically, we can't really leap that far. It's not enough. As a scientist, I cannot reach a definitive conclusion. Based on that, say the body was in the trunk. It's not enough.
何塞在成功否定检方证据的同时，又提出了一个令人震惊的说法。
Who wants to know what happened? How in the world can a mother wait 30 days before ever reporting her child missing? It's insane. It's bizarre. Something's just not right about that. Well, the answer is actually relatively simple. She never was missing. Kaylee Anthony died on June 16, 2008, when she drowned in her family's swimming pool. Well, the reason we're all here is because not of the commonality of this tragedy, but of the uniqueness of the family that it happened to. You will hear about ugly things, secret things, things that people don't speak about, things that Casey never spoke about. On June 16, 2008, after Kaylee died, Casey did what she's been doing all her life, or for most of it, hiding her pain. Going into that dark corner and pretending that she does not live in the situation that she's living in. This family must keep its secrets quiet. And it all began when Casey was 8 years old and her father came into her room and began to touch her inappropriately. This child, who at 8 years old, learned to lie immediately. She could be 13 years old, have her father's penis in her mouth, and then go to school and play with the other kids as if nothing ever happened. That will help you understand why no one knew that her child was dead.
律师的这段证言震惊了庭上的所有人，但后续何塞没有提供任何证人、证词或者证物来支持这种理论。这一说法也成功误导了陪审团的判断。接下来，何塞又抛出了他眼中的真相。6月16日的上午，辛尼上班去了，父女二人带着孩子在家，突然发现可莉不见了。爸爸乔治四处寻找，最终在泳池发现可莉溺水，已经死了。 乔治冷静下来对女儿说，他会因为照顾女儿上的疏忽被捕，而且会遭到母亲的责骂，所以为了帮助女儿，他处理了可莉的尸体，用洗衣袋装起了尸体，就和他以前处理宠物尸体一样，把它丢弃在了某处。也就是说，孩子是意外死亡，乔治丢弃了尸体，凯西与此事完全无关。就这样，检方提出的所有证据都被律师一一化解。因为没有确凿的证据，本着疑罪从无的原则，做出了一个令人震惊的决定：凯西的1级谋杀等3项重罪全部不成立，提供伪证罪名成立。法官顶格判处凯西4年刑期。因为案件是2011年审理的，此时凯西已经在监狱中度过了3年多的时间，且在狱中一直表现良好，获得了一定的减刑。在宣判的10天之后，凯西就被释放了。这一判决结果显然是不能令人满意的，在当时引发了轩然大波。直到现在，说起这个案件都牵动着美国人的神经。转眼间，距离凯西无罪释放已经超过10年了。现在的凯西还和当年一样，甚至还与几位制片人一起筹划拍摄关于自己女儿案件的纪录片，以纪念自己里程碑式的无罪释放。在凯西被释放后，曾有媒体采访过他的父母乔治和辛迪。乔治在回忆中提到，可莉是个健康的宝宝，但在案发前的一段时间里，可莉会莫名的嗜睡。作为一个3岁的小孩，不可能每次都是睡13到14个小时。睡醒起来后，眼睛下面还会有一团乌青。后来，乔治觉得很可能是凯西喂可莉吃了阿普唑仑而导致的。阿普唑仑是一种强效的镇静剂，用于治疗各种焦虑症引发的失眠问题。然而，当误用或者用于娱乐目的时，它可能非常容易上瘾。美国许多娱乐场所，很多人会用它配合酒精服用。没一会儿，药物会进入血液，让人感觉肌肉放松、飘飘然，失去现实感，感觉到麻木以及极度的兴奋。这种药在美国泛滥到成为一种街头文化。凯西混迹于夜店，当时的男友也是夜店 DJ， 他能轻而易举地搞到这种药。可莉只有3岁，这个时候的孩子还是很粘人的，每时每刻都在找妈妈。可以预见，可莉的存在严重影响了凯西与男友约会、出去玩。所以，凯西每次出去玩前，很可能给女儿服下这种镇静剂，让孩子沉沉地睡上13、14个小时。在可莉失踪的当天晚上，凯西与男友看了2场电影。很可能当天凯西知道要跟男友去看电影，不方便带着可莉，随即给孩子服下了药物，让可莉在家安心睡觉，却不想药物过量，可莉意外的死去。面对这种情况，凯西把女儿装进了袋子，随意的扔到了家边的树林中，随后继续纵情欢乐。当然，因为遗体发现的时间太晚，没有证据能指向凯西伤害了自己的女儿。但凯西在女儿失踪后的所作所为，就足以证明她不配母亲这个神圣的称呼。曾参与办案的法医在10年后是这样回忆当时的情形的：我们有孩子确切失踪的报告，我们也能确认孩子的尸体是被人刻意隐藏的。他被人用胶带捆绑，藏在2个塑料袋里，接着被装进了一个帆布袋中，扔在了离家只有几百米的地方。把这些联系起来看，很显然这就是一场谋杀。就算在今天，我也一直这么认为。我相信当时参与案件的警方与审理的检察官也会这么认为，这绝对不是一场意外死亡。然而，遗憾的是，我们没有办法证明孩子究竟因何而死，并不是所有的案件都能靠现有的科学来解决。可惜，没有任何证据能把案件指向母亲或者某一个人。这起案件就这样成为了一个永远的谜团。那么你对这起案件有什么看法呢？来到评论区，我们一起聊一聊。好了，这就是本期解密日记的全部内容。喜欢的朋友记得点个关注。我是超人，我们下期再见，拜拜。